guys. We're going to jump back into another look at this incredible Today's Special. Let me kind of give you some background on it. Number one, it's that fantastic wow bangle. It's so easy to wear because it is indeed an oval shape, so it lays beautifully on your wrist when you're wearing it. We actually are down to 3 colors. We've already sold out of 1, and there are 3 considered the best. Actually, that Denim Lapis is brand new, and it is the #1 most popular. The most limited now is going to be that green quartz you saw in the middle of Miss Angie, and then, of course, we have that beautiful, genuine red coral, all precious gemstones, or all gemstones, all 100% precious metal in the sterling silver, exclusively made clasp and secure system that Jay's created for this. Now, here's what we're doing. It is special technology that has been created. We're $80 off the retail price, and we have 5 flex pays. The sizes are small medium, which fits a 5 1/4 to a 6 inch, or medium large, which is a 6 to a 6 3/4 inch wrist. So Jay, there is a ton to get into on this one, but you really, congratulations, and please thank everybody in your team for this, because to create it, knowing what I know about jewelry, and obviously you know so much more, it was a real task. This is not an easy process.
Yeah, you know, this started 1 year ago. It started with a drawing that I did, a concept. I was told flat out, no. And we went from there. But this was, you know, I know it looks like a bangle bracelet, stone bracelet, and you're going, well, maybe, hopefully you're going, well, that's cool and everything. But really, it was all of the work that actually went into making this work and making it functional and making it to where it's wear-friendly, user-friendly, and something that truly is kind of a wearable piece of art. I mean, it's simple. But if you own bangles, and I have to tell you, I do travel the world a bit. Mm-hmm. I have seen it. And I will tell you, one of the things that is common in almost every country is bangles.
That's true.
And a lot of people, you know, like if you think about all the travels you've ever done, all the cultures, there's a lot of cultures where their whole wrist, it's like their piggy bank. Mm-hmm. They'll have a complete wrist full of usually 22 karat or 18 karat gold bangles. And it's like them carrying their savings around with them. That's more common than in numerous cultures that I could sit here and name. So bangles are always been very popular. The biggest thing with bangle is to be able to make a bangle. The traditional bangle, you make them round, and they have to be large enough to go over the hand, but then still fit on the wrist. Mm-hmm. So that has always been the big issue with them and getting them to fit. All bangle bracelets have one thing in common. When you have to make them large enough to go over the hand, when you get them over the hand and they go on your wrist, the reason they call them bangles is because they bang around, right? They just sit there. I mean, there's a lot of room, and when you go like this, you're wearing your bangles on your elbow, mm-hmm. right? So how do you take that design and you tweak it? So especially when you're not doing it in metal, but you're doing it in natural stone material or coral material also in this case, the natural material. How do you get around that? How do you do that? So, you know, the thing on this that really makes it unique and different, okay, just cutting this is a major feat, and being it exact as we want it. Here's the thing that's really the trick shot on this, and the thing that really made this happen. These custom findings here, you cannot purchase these. We actually developed these. These are our own findings. We handcraft every single one of them. You cannot buy these. These are not commercially available. Nobody that I'm aware of even makes anything close to this. Here's what's cool about this. We designed 12 different prototypes, at least a dozen prototypes, maybe more, but at least a dozen. None of them really, they all had their pluses and their minuses. So this is what, after many attempts to make a finding that really would work, this is what we finally came up with. And here's what's so crazy about this, okay? You open it up, it's real simple, especially when you put it on your wrist. They'll find each other, they're not magnetic. But when you push this together, hear that snap?
It's so sharp.
Now, It's also got 2 safety clasps on each side. Not 1, but 2. That's over the top. It wasn't even necessary to do that. Just having this. Now, I will tell you on this, when you pull it apart, okay, when you first have it on your wrist, you pop it off. Yeah, the first few times, it's going to be a little stiff. Then it's not going to lose its tensile strength, but it will get, as these materials wear against each other, it will come off a little bit easier. But you want it to where it's secure on your wrist. But here's the key thing. When you put it on, you hear that. It is locked in place. You really don't need the safety caps, but we did it for your security, your safety. I mean, here again, you're paying money for this, so you wanted to make sure when you look down there that you still got a bangle bracelet on your wrist, right? So a lot went into this. You know, briefly, I'll just go into this really quick. I'll make it really fast. You know, I just chose the Denim Lapis, brand new material. This is something that we're launching. You're seeing it for the very first time now. We really have never used this material. It comes in fairly large blocks. As you can see, the first thing that they do, they slice this up. They take that block and they cut it, just like you would cut a loaf of bread. You can see this was all natural, right? See the edge and stuff? I mean, it's just a big block. Then what they do, the lap tourists, when they have this, they take and they take a template. So that's a design. They color that in, they pencil around that template. That template then is used to cut out what we call the blank. And this is the blank. This is the original starter piece that we're going to work with. This, if you can see how this is all cut out, that's all cut out with a special diamond saw that we actually developed. You know, that we took them, we even made our own tools for this. So you get this perfect blank. Okay, and then you can see, here's the finished blank. So this is, I'm making this really look simple and like it goes really fast, it isn't. And, you know, one of the things is I love about Suzanne. Suzanne's savvy enough about, because her parents were jewelry makers. So she knows the deal, and she knows I'm oversimplifying this, and she's grinning, because she knows when you cut a stone like this, and you cut this big, you're going to have a whole stack of them that are broken. Totally. Because if you just get off just a little bit, or if you fall asleep and go into La La Land, and you've got these the diamond lap wheels that you're working with, and just it vibrates, you would think you're going to snap it because it's hard. Once it's finished, it won't do it. But when you're actually making, there's a lot of vibration that goes on when you're doing this. So you have the blank, you have the 2 pieces. If you can see, these are precision. And they have little lips cut in them. They've got all the different designs on this. Cool. And so this is made for that.
No, wait, can we go back to this slab?
Okay.
Because so, is this how much you had to use to do one bracelet?
Right. So
think of all the gemstone he used to make one bracelet.
Yeah, and you've got, like these, you'll make that. Now, with the coral, with the quartz, with the coral, the quartz, and the black obsidian, you're working. This is ideal if you can get big material like this. No but with kidding. The coral, you got branch coral. So you cut a section of the branch coral, you might get one of these out of the whole section because of the curvature on it. It's not like you can glue them together. It has to be cut out of one piece. So a lot goes into it.
Well, because understand, it's not composite. Let's explain that. Yeah. A lot of you think, oh, well, I'm pretty savvy with jewelry. I bet that's just composite. Composite is when they take a whole bunch of little pieces of something and they put some glue in there. I'm really making this basic. And give you a shape, right?
Right.
And anybody else who would even attempt this, no one else would attempt this because it's just so difficult, unless it's some crazy, super high-end individual who's making custom pieces, right? So understand, this is not composite. These are actually one solid piece of gemstone. Well, actually 2 pieces when you get both sides. And then I have to say, I think the workmanship and the design on the clasp is absolutely exquisite. We didn't even talk about the texture that you're seeing on here, that hammering that you see. That's all that extra effort you wouldn't even do. Look how thick the ends are on these. I mean, this is an immense amount of sterling silver. And that's what makes it special. That's what, when you wear this and you put it on your wrist and you've got it on with a flipped up white collar blouse, or you're wearing a turtleneck, or you've got, you know, a denim jacket on, your favorite denim jeans from DG2, and you throw these on, maybe you're going to a black tie affair and you pop that red on, that means I'm the hot chick, you know, I got it going. This is what makes it look so expensive and so special. If you were to go to Taos or Santa Fe or Albuquerque, I've been out there, I've been blessed to travel out there, I've gone into the really fancy stores, the galleries. Pieces like this, if you could find them, would be several $100s. They wouldn't be, you know, $149.98. That's just what happens. And it's funny, Jay, because I think I shop with Jay's Jewelry so often, and I shop a ton on HSN. Very rarely do I ever step into a store that has any custom-made jewelry. I don't even bother, because I know I'm getting the best deal here. And you are today. We're down to 3 colors, guys. Remember, the day's coming to a close. You always want to get your today's special while we have as many as we have, because actually one color is already sold out. The blue denim, that denim lapis, is the most popular by far all day long. I promise you, if you wear a lot of blues, reds, taupes, whites, especially black, grays work with it. You'll see there's specks of that in there. Get the denim lapis, and especially if you wear your indigos and your chambrays and your midtones and all those jeans that we love, all the jeggings we love, this is going to be absolutely sensational back to it. We're going to wrap up on it, guys. Please remember, it's small, medium, and then we have a medium large. I'm in okay shape on these 3, although, as I mentioned, the denim lapis has been the most popular all day, and that is brand new, which is kind of crazy, right? All right, we've got more things to show you. Actually, it's quite a lot that went into this collection. So if you want to get the matching pieces or just stand